Welcome back to 2 Point Museum and our Silverbottom Park playthrough. Let's get on to it, shall we? So, I want to... This is all relatively all open, and I wanted to think about doing something again differently, even though I've just done it. Let's firstly see what sort of floors we've got available. Have we got any... It'd be nice to see something in. Well, I suppose that's wood. Is that wood? Well, although we can actually, I think. I thought there was a way to see. These are all outside. See, this is all outside. This is not. I thought there was a way to potentially colour the I mean, I suppose that's not too terrible. But that's even better. Right. Let's think about redesigning this into some sort of, dare I say, an area within an area. Let's move this. If I do that, then they'll all surprisingly jump out, which is good. And we'll start to think about moving. Maybe not. I don't want to. I'll move all this. I can get this back to. I just think, can you sell that back to put that back into inventory or not? I don't really know. So I don't want to, because obviously then I'll have to go researching again. Let's have a quick think about how we want to perceive this one, and then I'll obviously this could be one of our main. Is that a bounce center? Possibly. I don't. You can't do formats like paths, but we can draw a path to a certain degree. Edit. No, that's not editing the building. That's editing the. I want to select this. Remove it, and I think I'm gonna go to the back because it wasn't really used that much, and I think that's another issue that I felt as if, you know, I can use trees and things to design a different idea here. Now, I wish I could just copy the floor, but I can't copy the floor, so I'm going to get rid of some of the design here. That's, which was the one, this is what I was trying to work out. That's the one. So we'll how much of this design do I feel as if I can get away with in my mind? I'm trying to make it, well, not so much because I mean I don't think they really care, but that I'm gonna do a diagonal. I'm just cutting out the you know, the space, if you like. Then I need to find this. Let's have a triangle. Typical, the palms in the way. That looks a little bit more intriguing-ish. I think I'll leave the idea here of having this walkway. I think that puts it a bit nicer. I know you can go mad in this game. I think that's the thing. It took me a while, as you do. Pig's not always the brightest spark in the box. Then we'd do that. It's not too bad. It's something different. I'm not saying that that's gonna. I'm not saying that that's gonna stay like that, but it is a way. I could probably make that slightly bigger. This area here. Although it's not looking too bad. That's a bit more intriguing for the user in that way. Let's carve out this. I want to go back to this again. I don't want to get rid of, obviously I don't want to get rid of that. The thing is I don't think I've got any other items. Prehistoric. No, and I have to look at. I always get this muddled up because this is decor. Museums, seatings, food, temperature. I always think this could be way easier to work out what the hell you're actually. I'm always looking for like the item like these, and I think that could be a lot easier to find than just because it's like, well, just yeah. Anyway, I'll go through that in a minute. It just winds me up because it makes it so difficult to find, and it's probably not. It's just my brain looks at these things slightly different too. That has to be 2 extra. So that's one. No, that's yes. So that's 1 square, 2 square, 3 squares. 1 square, 2 squares. We and a half. And then our triangle starting, which I can't see because everything else is in the flipping way. Yes. Get out. Right. That can then go back to the floor. That's the walls. No. I wish you could just select that. No, you see. What it doesn't do, it says copy. Oh, copy item. Is that that? Oh, that worked. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah, Pigs just doesn't understand the game. Copy that. Hallelujah. Nope, I want that. Then we go copy again. Go back to the triangle. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. We've got all this decal here to, This is the thing with this kit. I think this is the thing with the museum. Sometimes They said, "I know what we'll do. We'll go over the top with it, and we'll make it a bit more." I'm not saying that that is the. I wanted a bit more of a muddy area as well. That's a bit tidy to me, and that's the thing. But I'm gonna run with it for now, and then we're gonna, I'm looking for a sort of a muddy floor, not a not a tidy floor. I don't think I can find one because I was thinking prehistoric. Like we got here, but it'll have to do. It'll just have to do. Yeah, see, it's trying to make it look a bit different than a box. I've just got this idea that if you go to it's been a long time since I went to a museum, I must admit. I can't really remember, to be honest. 20, 30 years, maybe, something like that. And we got these, we're trying to make it. They tend to sort of have these different sections, don't they? And then you could have like a line here that has something so they can walk around. And I've sort of made it like, well, I wouldn't say bashed it out, I suppose, but I don't even know whether that's the right center. I've just sort of relatively come up with that. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was a bit of a line. Oh no, there's that actually there. It's a triangle. There we go. So let's now just choose something that's different. We got 6. Holy moly, that was a really good guess as being centre. You could imagine if that, you know what it would have done with me. Oh, that would have been it. I'd have been absolutely ranting with myself. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put the 2 squares because this, I think, would be 2. But I might be wrong. And then sort of come up with a diamond there. Can't see because he's in the way. Get out of the way. I also want to look at different, I think that's a little bit more appealing. I mean, I don't particularly like the wallpaper, I must admit. But we'll deal with that. There's also, I've worked out or found out there's I was getting confused with not so much these because these are epic ones. There's like this. These are the epic statues. I think they're the epic because this is the color. But these ones are still fossils, but they're only like advanced, but something like that. I think they call it. And so that's the reason why I was getting a bit confused there. I think it's all about this. Even with some of the other things I play, I only find out like, oh, I didn't know that. Or I didn't know that like, later on. Yeah, so that's a like walkway. Although I don't think they'll tend to use it in this play. But I'm trying to think what they would do in relatively different museums in a sense. Then now I have another statue system there. It doesn't have to be even there because I might not even have it. Like I think I'm going to turn these and have 2 of them because they are quite a nice thing to have. I could even put like the seating in here if I didn't want any sort of foliage, or like we've got these rocks here. Well, that's gonna have to change, I suppose. But it's getting, it's getting the thing looking more. I'm trying to think. Like I said, what a potentially a museum, a proper museum would have, not this thing that I'm doing. There, something like like that. Although I'll have to have a potential walkway of a double maybe here. I don't have to. I mean, it's just breaking. It's breaking each section up as a different idea, and not just bashing it down as a full. Sorry about going in and out. I do apologise. Rooms item. Where the hell's the decals? There we go. I mean, these are we've got these, and we could put a few of these on, like let's say here, just to break up the. But I need, obviously the wall looks terrible. Just this is the prehistoric stuff. So instead of making we could sort of, something like having a bush here, that, and then sort of see what we can, how it allows us to, break this up. It doesn't allow me to put that there. It allows me to put it there. We haven't got much in trees though. In the sense, what I mean is we haven't got much variation. We've got that tree. And as you can see, that's about flipping it. It's not really that much. Oh, we got the big palm. I think that's taking the, yeah, that's like a palm and a palm and a palm and a half. Just to sort of make it a bit more unnatural. That's what I'm trying to make it, just something different, and not make it all relatively square and that sort of thing. Let's go back to our another decal. There's a stone there. Yeah, it's a bit flat though, isn't it? I suppose it could go in there. Yeah, let's put them. Not too. We don't want them. The trouble is with the humans, we do things in like there. That you're trying to make it not look as if it doesn't look right. See, that I think is a little bit more interesting. Not just for not just for them. Although I don't think you get bonus points or anything to that sort of thing for making it look this, that, and the other. But it's just how it is. I suppose I could go to there. Again, don't have to. Can I have that? Edit that? Yes, thank you very much. That's coming out. That's, yeah. I was thinking, like I said, I don't know when I've got a couple of these Bigfoots, or maybe I don't have a couple. Oh, I can return it to inventory. Because if I I'd sell it and return it to inventory, but I can't remember where the inventory is. Oh, it's here, isn't it? This is it. Now it's just jogged my memory. That's not prehistoric though. See, it'd be nice these to know which they actually are. I mean, that doesn't matter. The tuna can be anywhere. The snake bite, I don't think is. This is. Well, I suppose this might be prehistoric. Maybe prehistoric. But yeah, well, maybe. And I've only got one fossil as well. Right, let's just. Are we waiting?
Hi, I'm Hayley Von Trowell, and you're listening to Digging Deeper, the show that covers an eclectic.
Apparently, I've got another. See, I could go on a. I've got this one. And that's in here. So, although I can't really do it yet until they've come back.
Poorly cut stone slabs stacked awkwardly on top of each other. We'll be right back after this.
Attention. Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
Let's go back to. I mean, maybe we could have and then that goes around there, and then you've got like a couple of these here. I mean, obviously, when we get other ones, we'll have to sort of semi-redesign it just to fit them in. Although what we might have to do is think of a way to be able to, get them in natural, like put some space for them. Yes, there's nobody here. I'd like to get a few more this. Oh, that's. Go back to decorations. What's that colour clad a bit? Oh, I couldn't see it. Well, I'll leave that like that. Obviously, the wall and the. I don't understand why it's colliding like that and why it makes any difference whatsoever, but apparently it does. Oh, is that because there's a speaker or something? Yes. That's better. That's a lot better. We're going to sort of need some sort of jungle wallpaper and that sort of thing. Let's now, go back to our decals and get another stone somewhere. Maybe there. Again, it doesn't have to be. They don't have to look the same. Do. I mean, that's not looking too shabby, even if I do see myself, which I did. A doer. I'll put that in there, but we'll be changing this as and when we're. I want a few more of these. I'm going to cut these out because I don't want to get rid of them. Yeah, that's a bit better. Not saying it has to be 3, but it sort of looks... I reckon that looks a lot better than just making everything, you know, being the, like I said, being an ex-joiner and that sort of thing. Everything seems to want to go in a certain place. And I think that sometimes is my Achilles heel in this game. I'll tell you what I am going to do, though. I've just thought of this idea while I've been talking. See, that might be a better... Yeah. Like I said, I was wanting it to look a bit like ground. I mean, that's... No. Well, that's clearly not the right one. That clearly is, though. Like, if I put something like that, and then if I can try for another one of these on this side, but I can always leave it as a, you know, as an open plan sort of thing, to be able to.
Items have been here for thousands of years. I know the feeling.
You know, maybe again, if I select this, and I get rid of. I'm not saying that what I did was bad, because it looked pretty okay. But I've been trying to do some ideas research.
Please excuse the
And
exhibit that requires restoration. I'm pretending it's not there.
you know, there's a lot more talented people out there than me that look at these things in a different light, and you're thinking, I didn't think of that. That's quite a nice idea, and that's a quite nice idea. I'm going to sell one of these, sell both of these to be honest, and I'm going to dump them out here, out the way, with
This
some.
just in. Online rumours are rife that giants are living in 2 Point County after an extraordinary claim by Professor Victoria Gusset. She claims that while exploring a local sports stadium, she witnessed 2 groups of...
Right, what have we got then? Skeleton. Sent to inventory.
Giants wearing trousers that were several sizes too small for them, tossing cheesy pucks into circular portals. Fascinating. Victoria, if you're listening, give me a call. I need to hear more. And in other news, last night's final of the 2 Point Cheeseball Championship ended in victory for Jumbo Mega Team as they beat the Smogley Salamanders 98-4 at 2 Point Sports Stadium. On second thoughts, Victoria, don't bother calling.
Right, so that's what we've got in here. Where's that sticker book again? That's better. Let's see if we can get. Or do I try and get another? No, let's get one. Let's see if we can get. See what we can get here. Detailed autofill experience. We might be able to sell it if we don't want it. But let's get that going. I don't know really. Oh, I've got a training slot. What are they? Is he a janitor? Yes, he is. I give him happy thoughts.
Announcement. Information stands are there
Yeah, you see, I've got some of these.
Won't.
See, preserved history, and there's dinosaur prehistory. So no, they are not in. They are not the same. This is prehistory, and that's prehistory. So yeah, these are the same. But this isn't the same. Now I know I haven't got a. I've got a donation stand there. Probably there would be a. I want to sort of. Where are the hangers? No, that's not the hangers.
Wildlife experts
That comes
should
under
prioritise
prehistory.
animal
I
well-being.
didn't think that would go under
Some of
prehistory
them are
at all.
endangered, and there's plenty more where you came from.
I mean, obviously, we can have sort of also like this gives a bonus, and I think you can have these around, and you know they're not going to follow the what. Well, I assume they're not going to follow the what way, but I think that looks to me looks a little bit. Yeah, there's no info stand. That's what I'm looking for, because this game is just has everything all over the shop. There we go. Oh, because it's in the other one. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks. It looks well. It looks more museum-ified. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm going to use it nonetheless.
This is a pre-recorded announcement. What's it like in the future?
I'm thinking of like having something like
Required to
here
restore exhibit. You're the expert.
and doing yeah. Is that? That's a straw floor. That's a wooden panel. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I'm not saying that is awesome, but it's, you know, it's got something, but I didn't think it's got a lot.
Guests are prepared for certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.
Yeah, unfortunately you can't do a line with a triangle. I don't want... What I'm trying to do is not have something the same. But it's really difficult because I'm falling into the trap saying, oh, well, I'll put that on that side and that on that side, and then it just looks...
But Mum, I've only been on it for 9 hours.
If your kids won't get off their devices, then you need SlothNet, an online connection so slow, so frustrating, your kids will have no choice but to do something else with their time. SlothNet, when slower is better.
Maybe I just done that one. Copy that, and then like take out the no, I can't because that's in the way. you know, take out an angle here and maybe an angle there to make it a less, you know, make it a bit less.
Announcement. Guests should not let the atmosphere ruin their museum experience.
Maybe just copy that and take that
An
corner
exhibit
out.
needs restoring. Typical.
Yeah, you see, that looks... Well, yes. I'm not digging the cutout here, though, I must admit. It just doesn't... It don't feel right. If it was a bit longer, it would feel right. Maybe that's the thing. It needs to be a bit longer. And then that would just feel a bit better. Let's just do that and then... Yeah,
Assistant
let's...
to gift shop. Sell, sell, sell.
Then do a copy to that. Putting that out in the process. That's what I say, it's very difficult. You know, these people get paid a lot of money to come up with an idea that will work for what you're trying to do. I've got a box. Awesome. Placing exhibition. Now, it's not going to look that good. Now, I could do it this way. I could, yeah, do it that way. That, because...
Has to be a party, okay?
Yeah, because now that feels... It feels something. Instead of having it straight... Is that... No, I think that's actually a bit... and I could probably cut this out here, you know, to just try and make it a bit different. And it's probably going to be easier now. Now you've got something in it to actually be able to come up with something that... I don't really care. I just want that. I think when I was playing this, I don't mind admitting, it wasn't really inspiring me as a game over hospital. But now I've sort of,
Information stands. I'll update when we
you know,
have
I've been.
more information.
I wonder if you could do a live through there. Hey, I wonder if that would work as well. You know, I go back to what I was saying. It wasn't really inspiring me as a game. I was enjoying it, but don't, you know. But it just, I thought, is it better than Hospital? Question mark. And I'm feeling now that it's definitely on par with it. There's so much more you can do. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some stupidly frustrating things in it. But you can't actually do over that because of the way the design of this is, obviously. Yeah, I know you want an international, but I thought maybe that's a...
Announcement: staff member promoted. What a great place to work.
No, I'll have to go back to the triangle. You see what I mean by... It just now breaks this up quite nicely. Now we've got to get some more prehistoric stuff around. I don't even know where I can, like, select something. I'm going to select that. No. Yeah, you see, the trouble is you can't select anything. You have to go and decal and do it this way. Let's get some... Plot some trees around. again, don't have to be like trying to keep away from anything that sort of looks too straight. Looks, no, don't want there. No, I think
Now,
that's a bit better.
If you're interested in otherworldly phenomena, then you're apparently going to love the new episode of Ghost Stalkers. Tonight's episode includes tense hunts for supernatural powers, including a set of haunted water pipes that
Right, we don't have a collection
spirits
stand
when
here.
the heating's turned on.
I could
The
also
miniseries
do
kicks
a
off
weird
tonight at 10,
decal.
when I'll be doing something else entirely.
Can't, because it...
We'll be
Oh
right
yeah,
back,
that'll do.
straight after this.
Guests are prepared for certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.
This one, innit? I will get it right eventually. Let's put it... No, it's too far. No, it's too far. There. Too near another item. Have that there, and a hanging one. There, that, I mean, it still needs some work though.
Announcement. Staff training complete. Well done, you.
Right, let's get some, I think these are burns or whatever they are. It does break up the, it's very difficult to find, yeah, you see what I mean by it? It just breaks this, it breaks up the, and now it makes the room look less, I don't know, is it less two-dimensional maybe? I don't know. Right, we know that's two. So that was the two that I created. There. Now if we select this and we go to, and it'll find it, and then that's a better way. Autofill, I always do this, and then do details and then carry on. If I can get another Bigfoot, that's fine. If not, well, I don't get one.
Maybe sometime.
But I like that. I'd like a more of a sandy floor though. But I think it's definitely starting to get a bit of character in. I don't know what we do with these yet, but we've got this side and then this side. And obviously I've got, you know, I've just selected that one. I've got the obviously this is a like a, I was put it down as a fossil.
Attention.
These two are the same.
Are reminded that they're not all that.
I don't think they're actually full, actually, are they? That one's definitely not. Yeah, you see, you'd have to go and get that, but that looks. Ah, there we go. You see, that's got a blue light. So this is just a normal one. I think this is the epic one. You know, this is the like the biggest, the best out of the thing. This obviously is not, because it's just what you get. It's the first stage, if you like. And as we you know, go get other ones, it'll start to fill itself out.
Assistant needed in the gift shop. The tat won't sell itself.
But that's 2, so that's my line, or relatively my line. And obviously I can come down here to do, and I'm going to cut this, you know, I'm glad I sort of thought of that to make it a bit more interesting, of a, you know, they can walk through there, that's pretty cool. Even I thought that. I mean, I could cut this off and sort of move this over and, you know, not make that like a straight line. There's also so much you think of doing, but I think what you've also got to do is try and pre-plan. I don't know how to get to that without doing that. I mean, we've got the reptile one, but I don't know what the hell to do with that one yet. So that's another one. So we got the prehistoric. We've got these to, you know, so we got the ghosts. I don't even think I can get one of them because it doesn't allow me to, you know. But yeah, it doesn't allow you to get that one because it's not in here. This, I think, this here. Oh, that's an epic one. So that's even. Yeah. It's all confusing, these things. So that's pristine. On map is we've got another one here. We've obviously got getting this one. We've got another one here. Obviously, I'm trying to get this at the moment. I don't think I've got that one though. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, that's not giving me. It's got pristine quality exhibition. It's not giving me it to be able to get it yet. So
I will now demonstrate by moving one of the pieces.
Historic stuff, Monty.
Come on, Monty. You can do it.
yeah, I want this as a brown. I'm thinking as a brown. I'm trying to think of the different colours and the you know, and that sort of thing to be able to. This needs something. This is a bit empty here.
That's all we have.
But I'll leave that.
If you've made it this far, well done.
Prehistory expert to reception. We have a bone to pick with you.
We have a bone. That's funny. Let's get some more of these. No, I don't want to make it in line. I know I can. Obviously, I can hold the mouse and drag around to make it a bit different.
Announcement: our health and safety standards are being inspected.
Which might be a good idea for this one, actually. There. Trying to sometimes select that and turn it is a nightmare. Even doing that's not the easiest thing either. Anyway. Like I said, I could cut these corners off to straight and then straighten these and the wood. I'm trying to aim for a two, you know, a two thing. Even though I've got this here and I've got this here. And I think sometimes, I think maybe you have to sort of, you know, make it with the, I mean, I could join that together and make it walk around. It doesn't have to be like that. Now, here we go. See what I get. Hey! Place in exhibition. If you can actually get it in the exhibition. Right, so I'm going to move these out of the way just for a second. Because now I can rotate this. No, flip the flippy thing. I don't think you can do it, can you? But I have to have one like that and one like that. Because it's not.
Attention. The museum is objectively unattractive.
Thank
You
you.
need better, more attractive objects.
Well, that's not nice, is it? Doesn't matter. Select one. Copy the floor. Get rid of that. Obviously, it's got a bit of a big walkway here. But there's no reason why I can't steal a little bit of a, like here. Make that slightly longer.
Museum staff promoted. Aren't you capable?
But then that wouldn't be 2, would it? Or would it? Is that going to be 2? Actually, no, that wouldn't be 2, would it? That is only going to be 1. Because it should be 2 squares that way, I think. No, because that wouldn't be right. It'd be 2 squares that way. Wouldn't it? That's 2. I just trying to see the diagonal line. I don't think that's wide enough. If we look at the line there, I don't think that's wide enough. I need to sort of take off.
Staff should see
It's 2 that way, but not 2 this way.
to a hospital.
Or is it? Is that 2? No, that's bloody not 2, is it? Oh god, I've just done that. That's better. No, I'm gonna leave it like that. I don't have to have it like. I don't have to love it like every other one, do I? Now, I don't have any form of stand or anything here. Somebody put a bloody great rock in a bit. But it is. I mean, if we look at this, it's got some serious amount of buzz compared to. I'm pointing, you can't really see it. Compared to the fish tank, and I have got an idea for the fish tanks as well. But it probably means nicking a bit of this. But we'll see whether I do it or not. But I need some info stands and other things, I think. Oops. Hanging info stand. I always quite like the hanging info stand.
Family of snacks. Cheesy Gubbins 0. 0 calories, 0 cheese. 0 actual points.
Yeah, I think that's better. I mean, you could eat. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's even certain. Oh, why did you do that? Oh, that's. Yeah, that's a triangle. Maybe you could take the triangle off. No, maybe don't leave that long. Don't really like that. I'm not a great, like I say, I'm not a great lover of that. This, I want it to be a bit more of, like I said, a bit more prehistory earthy thing, maybe. Right, what else am I looking for? Let's go back to stickers. I said this one, didn't I? Yeah, let's go for this one. Right, we're going to end it here soon. Let me know what you reckon of the change in direction and other things of the game. In the sense of, now I'm trying to think of ways to. I know it looks. I'm sort of spending a long time on a singular room, if you like. But I think it's quite important to have something that feels,
Guests feeling underwhelmed by the museum's decor are reminded to be less superficial.
feels a bit more. Let's look at the walls before we go. I mean, some of these walls, I want a brown tech. And I know I've got that on there, and it looks absolutely horrendous. I mean, this would be wow, but is this the right idea? Ugh. To me, it wants to be brown. I mean, there is that stone. Only 5. I'm not too sure whether that's the one to go for. It's not the worst though, I suppose. I wish you could see the damn things better.
Announcement. Information stands are there to explain exhibits. Unless they're not there, then they won't.
Because we have to think about what colour prehistory would be. I can see here, I think it's a blue. It's a blue, hence the reason why I've got the blue floors and the thing. This is more of the browns and things like that, isn't it? So that's why I was trying to choose brown, but it's not bad. I mean, it fits quite well in with it. If we look at some of the colours here, stone, anyway. I'm trying to, I'd rather spend an episode or so on a
Reminded that not everything has to be a party, okay?
like I said, I'd rather spend an episode on a room or a couple of episodes on a room and have it. I was about that there. Yeah, it's got merit. It's got merit. I'm still not digging the flaws. But I can't see a brown. I want a brown flaw. I don't think you can
Expert needed to restore exhibit.
see the
Thank
path.
you.
Why can't I have a flicking path that's inside is brown? What's that? Dimpled brown. Hey, I wonder if that. It's a bit dark. That is flipping dark. But there's no way to. Is that a bit dark compared to the get off? Get off. It's a bit dark, and I just don't think that's more of a metal thing. Anyway, let's just leave it like this for now, and I hope you enjoyed that. I understand that spending a lot of time on a room, maybe thinking, oh God, but I'm trying to explain, and I'm trying to think of ways to make the music. When I did the other museums, I didn't particularly get the idea of the game in a way, because I assumed that each one that you were going to was going to be like everything would be aqua, this, but it's not. You still have to go and get your other pieces of your museum, and they don't carry over, so you can't reuse them again. So, which I suppose makes sense, because otherwise, why would you do that? You'd have to go and get another one. But, you know, we are obviously getting other things. But anyway, like I said, I hope you enjoyed that. We will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.